has come to my attention about the negative ratings and brutal reviews and downvotes of House of the Dragon Season 2. People have berated the quality of the show this season, and there's some posts I saw online describing it as a season filled with massive fillers. For me, I find that disingenuous and not telling the full story of this season, and basically means people just don't fully understand or grasp what's happening and the scope of the world building for this season. House of the Dragon might be a bit boring and overdrawn this season, as well as a few deviations from the books, like the way Blood and Cheese turned out, some character changes for Rhaenyra, Alicent, and probably Helena. But this season has solid groundwork for the upcoming season 3 and the intense battles, bloodshed, dragon fights, and war that we are going to see. I honestly don't understand viewers' rage and downrating the finale and some other episodes. So it just seems people only cared about the dragons and fighting and not the world building and the character development, politics, and stakes that needs to be properly established. It was just overlooked and people expecting all out war this season because they were promised dragons. So how do people expect them to tell the struggles of the populace and they told the world to condemn? The division of Rhaenyra's council with her indecision or seemingly weak leadership, the unending brutal feud in the Riverlands highlighted by the perpetual hatred between House Bracken and the Blackwoods. There's also Daemon, who's trying to reconcile his inner demons and also his resentment for Rhaenyra for taking his precious throne from him. So for me, people just watch out for the big scenes, the memorable decision, and fail to see subtle details, the nuances, and the character groundwork the show is about. This season was all about navigating and understanding the complex intricacies of the Seven Kingdoms and how they are governed, including their loyalty to their liege lords and their sworn houses. So it's very obvious many people are just watching it for the action. So claiming Game of Thrones had better flow than this doesn't sit well with me, because I remember being bored to death by Game of Thrones for the first 3 seasons. So for me, House of the Dragon has better pacing than Game of Thrones. Things only picked up at the end of season 3. And GOT was filled with talk almost audio seasons, with occasional fights and battle scenes in between. Game of Thrones was all politics throughout and the unending bit of winter is coming. Winter that never comes till like season 7 and season 8. We are just in the second season of House of the Dragon, so I'll say audiences exercise a bit more patience and calmly digest the story instead of looking for things to complain about. The creators now already know people are impatient and want to see action, and so they are promising more action and fights for next season. But I find it funny, supposed fans or followers of Game of Thrones complaining about slowness in House of the Dragon, when the original show is easily one of the most talky shows in television history, minus the dragons and the few battles sprinkled in between later seasons like the Battle of the Bastards. I know House of the Dragon Season 2 has some issues and quality dip as against Season 1, but it's not a deal breaker or as bad as online noise makes it out to be. So with this knowledge, I'll rate it a solid 7.5, especially due to the finale where we see the various armies finally getting ready for a big showdown. So for me, I'll say people shouldn't be too hard on the show and just learn to enjoy it as things unfolds. Make sure to like and subscribe for follow-up upcoming content about House of the Dragon.